PlayStation. Hi guys, it's Benny from T-Rex Space Station. How's everyone doing? And this is Nex Machina on the PlayStation 4, a game I've been enjoying a lot of recently. It's made by some of the same people that made Robotron, and well, that's really obvious as soon as you've played it because it's very similar premise. You have these arenas full of enemies, you have humans to save, and really that's it, that's the core premise. But it's really addictive. It's got that arcadey comeback for more feeling, and the thing that I really like about it is that the difficulty curve is perfect. It's a very simple game to play through on the easy mode. You'll be able to probably complete the easy mode on the first playthrough or so, but it's a very hard game to master. And certainly, yes, I can manage the easy mode, which is what I'm playing here. I haven't actually managed to beat even the medium difficulty mode yet because it's just so bloody difficult. But it's got that right tension and balance between fun, accessibility, and challenge and reward. And that's exactly the kind of game that I've been really enjoying playing recently. There's lots of extra things to the levels. Oh crap, first death. Lots of extra things to the levels that you may not notice around the first playthroughs. There are blocks to destroy, there are secret levels to unlock. These blocks here kind of fall away and unlock things. There are hidden power-ups, hidden lives. Oh god, I'm talking too much, not paying attention to what I'm doing. I promise I'm not normally this bad at this game. And sort of also hidden enemies to kill, like disruptors and invaders, visitors as they're called. Lots of different things that you start to pick up on as you go through multiple playthroughs that you don't always see at the first run. I'll try not to die now. I'm going to die a bit too many times. You actually get 5 lives on the easy mode, which is pretty generous. And you know, when you lose one, you just restart that area, so it's not too punishing. If you lose all 5 lives, then you unfortunately lose your score. I mean, you do still carry on from the same area, but you lose your score. So obviously you want to try to chain things together and keep going. Now that big chain there was the visitors, and killing those gives you a poo. Yes, it gives you a poo. It gives you a point bonus. And you may have noticed that I managed to do the end of level dash as well. If you perfectly time a dash at the end of the level, you get a points bonus. The game's kind of just full of nice little fun things like that. Right, so yeah, you obviously want to save all the humans as soon as you possibly can, and those slow-moving grabby guys will grab onto them. They're not too hard to shake off the humans. You can usually just sort of dash into their way, or the other option of course is just to kill them before they get the human. But it's pretty tricky making sure you're keeping an eye on where all the bullets are going and making sure you're not leaving any humans too vulnerable. Oh god, I just lost my shield. It's pretty cool because get this robotic voice that you can hear on the game also comes out of the PlayStation 4 controller, so I can hear everything that they're saying in the controller, which is kind of cool. Makes it feel more sci-fi-y. Now the real way to kind of get good at this game, the secret is really in using the dash and using the power-ups well. So you start to learn that you can actually dash into enemies as long as you time it well. I've got a triple dash here which allows you to kind of dash in and out of waves, which is very helpful. But also there's a lot of different power-ups to master. The one that I'm using here is the laser, which is a pretty good one. As you'll see here, it kind of blasts out a high-powered but slow-moving blast, and they all have slightly different balances to them and different nuances to practice. There's also a melee one, which is a sword, which is a bit more risky because you have to get close up to the enemies, but they're all kind of helpful in their own ways, I must say. Yeah, so I really want that shield. Shield lets you take more than one hit, so it's a lifesaver, literally. Now this level or area is a bit weird because you've got these bouncy things going all around the place. It is good that it gives you alerts sound alerts when one of the enemies is close to a human, so you kind of know to go there, and you get that red line that kind of tells you the way there. No death clear, so you get points for clearing the areas without dying, you get points for clearing the areas with all the humans, and then other things like killing all the visitors and other stuff. So there's definitely a lot of ways to rack up score. Right, let's see if I get them all. They kind of go on that little track thing, those guys. We've got tons of them now. This power-up that I've got here is like a bomb kind of thing. You launch it out and then you press the button again to detonate it. So it's very cool. Ooh, a human got a little bit close to an enemy there. Let's dash through there and get that. Ooh, got them all. Now just see if there's anything secret on this level that I might have missed. Because the levels are actually bigger than you think, the areas. You kind of think they're quite small, but if you look at them closely, there's often little nooks and crannies with things in them. Everything is just going crazy. Oh god, I forgot that the human there very nearly died. Pay more attention. Really don't want to let any of the humans die. Yep, so just before the boss you get this kind of, the level is weird because it kind of like looks like you're in a third person there rather than top down. And here we have the boss arena. The bosses are really fun. They do feel a lot like bullet hell shooters at times. They kind of very much make you feel like you're playing a different game almost. Oh, I didn't want the sword actually. That's not a good... I should not have picked that up. That's not going to be helpful at all. Because it's close range and the boss is long range. And here he comes. Beamtron. This guy ain't too bad. You just kind of sit in front of him and dodge your way through that. Sadly, I don't have a long-range weapon here. The power-up, so it's going to be a bit slower to beat than normal. Normally you'd be launching rockets at him in the meantime. But yeah, you see what I mean? Very bullet hell. You get these circles of bullets and weapons and things firing out at you, and it's very much the same skills as a bullet hell, looking at the areas where there are gaps in the bullets and areas where you can move into, which is really, really nice, especially for someone like me who loves playing those kind of games. So there we go, that's the first world. This is a fantastic game and well worth checking out. Take care guys, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.